What's up, everybody? This is going to be basically a part 2 to the original Extractor video I made, where I bought some parts off Amazon, the clear nozzle. I went to Harbor Freight. I got a blowgun kit, just very basic fittings. Attached this with some clear pipe from Home Depot, 2 1.25" by 1.25" couplings, and the rigid vacuum auto detailing hose. I think it's 1.25". A 6 horsepower, the newer version, the NXT rigid vacuum. That's this setup. And then I have a Bissell spot clean, and I also have, I put this in another video, but a couple people were asking me about this. This is a stainless extractor head. It has a little clear, I guess it's plastic window, so you can kind of see what's coming out of the carpet or the rug. And all I had to do was change out the quick connect that was geared toward a extractor. It's a little bit of a different style, and I just got a 1/4" air hose fitting, so I could connect it right to this 1/4" air hose that I just modified and put some quick connects on it, and I connected it to water. But since the last video, I ended up getting a house. This house has a pretty decent sized garage in it, and I had my friend Angelo. He's one of the guys I polished for. Good friend of mine, Angelo's Fuel. He came over. He ran hot and cold water into the garage, so I have burning hot water that we're going to be doing this video with. It makes a huge difference having hot water. And my professional, I have a really good steamer. It's at my parents' house, so I'm going to bring that here. That also has an extractor attachment, which I am going to use, and I'll make some review videos on a lot of stuff. I'm just still getting set up. I might as well take the chance here. This whole garage is getting redone. It's going to be a huge 16x8 door in here. And I'm getting rid of these lolly columns in the middle. These are gone. I'm going to get a nice big header up there, power lamp header. And this is going to become a little mini detail shop at home. But back to the extractor. So this is a Bissell spot clean. I believe it's 3624. I got this about a year and a half ago, 2 years ago, for $90, I think, or 89 bucks, whatever it was. It was very cheap. I got this on sale before it was super popular. Detail Geek, if you guys follow detailing, he's a popular YouTube detailer. I give him credit because he must edit those videos for a long time. This is the this is like a homeowner's extractor. It's never going to compare with anything like this, but it gets the job done to an extent. This doesn't look pretty at all. One of you guys commented on the first video and basically advised me to get, I think they're wire clamps. It's like a little tool. It looks like a T, and you put these wires on here and you crimp it. Well, you don't crimp it, but you twist it, and it basically makes a super tight wire tie. I am gonna buy that. I have not bought that yet. I've been spending money on other stuff. It's like 70 bucks. $70, I think, but I will get that. It'll definitely neaten this up big time. Everything will be streamlined. This is the stainless steel one I got on Amazon. Works okay. I mean, this handle's really not anything to brag about. You can see the quality. If you just squeeze with one finger, you could bend it, but it works. It has a really nice spray pattern. Has a little collar that's welded on, so the spray nozzle stays in the exact right position, and it has this little piece that kind of clamps onto the stainless steel neck. So it's nice. Honestly, if I could build mine like this, it would be perfect. But I'm sure these parts probably aren't that hard to source if you started to look into this. I know this is, small diameter. This is stainless, copper, brass, whatever. You could definitely make that. I just haven't really had the time. I'm going to get to the video now. I'm going to stop this. I have a tripod there. I have another tripod. I'm going to try to get 2 angles, and I'm going to show you guys how they work. All right, first thing I'm going to do real quick, I don't have an air compressor in here yet. I'm going to just use a drill brush and get all this loose crap out of this carpet. that stuff out. That's the loose stuff. Drill brushes are amazing. This is all-purpose cleaner. This is a Gliptone Emerald Clean, 4 ounces. I put 2 ounces of LA Totally Awesome. I have my Ultra Cleaner in the car, and I didn't want to bust out the new 5-gallon one for this. So what I'm gonna do, this carpet's pretty dirty. You could even see I shouldn't have sprayed the ram, but this is dirty. This is where I don't even have a plastic carpet protector on this. So we're gonna spray this down with all-purpose cleaner, let it sit for a second. I'm gonna work it in with the other drill brush, and then we're gonna get to extracting. Now the good thing about this video is I'm gonna show you 3 different extractors. The Bissell's one you can get on Amazon for relatively cheap. And then you have the one I built with the vacuum. Wasn't too much money. And I have the other extractor nozzle I got on Amazon. This one, I think this was, I want to say 70 bucks. We got the all-purpose cleaner in. You can already see how clean that made the ram sign. Put this stuff aside. We will start with the Bissell. I put hot water in here. I'm gonna turn this bad boy on. Thing works pretty good. I'm just gonna purge this out, get some warm water in here. This vacuum is so powerful, it almost gets all the water out every time. That's what's amazing. It's flooding it with a lot of water. You guys can see how much water comes out of this thing. But the vacuum's so powerful, it's not a problem. Alright, we got this one done. Gonna attach the professional one. And you can see how clean that is. That mat is very clean on this side. It's pretty dry too. The only things you gotta do to take this apart and put the other one on, you disconnect this quick connect, press the thing and just let the water drip out of the bottom real quick. This garage is a cement floor. It's kind of like a shop. So then I have a, what size is this? Just 5/16. That's what the size of this. It's like you could use a Phillips screwdriver also, but it's better to tighten it with a nut driver. It's gonna get way tighter. Just pop this off. Now we have the professional one. This is from Amazon, like I said before. I'll show you guys. This works really well. I did 2 Peterbilts with this for my boss, but make sure I got this thing all right on there. If you can see, this clamp isn't seated exactly where it should be. This has to be like that, right tight. You want the band clamp to clamp onto the metal neck of this. Now this one's just holding this to the vacuum hose. Okay, so I got this set up. It's really 2 seconds to do this. Got the hot water, we're good. Turn this on, I'll show you this one. If you had a zip, like a quick connect or something on there, it'd be a little bit better. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys hot water. I like to really soak everything down first, but this vacuum cleaner is so strong, I don't know if you can tell, it's actually sucking up some of the water, like the mist that's coming out. I can tell you right off the bat, you with me, mine works better. It's a little messier because it puts out a lot of water, so you got to make sure you're using it the right application, but mine definitely works. Not even mine, there's been people that invented this way. Like, I didn't invent anything, I literally just saw someone's and put it together. I'm just trying to make it easy so someone else can figure out how to do this. And put mine back on. It just works a lot better. Being able to see through that whole clear head is a huge difference. This little sight window is okay, but it's absolutely not the same. If you guys use an Extractor, a clear nozzle, it's a little frustrating because after a while the plastic on it is going to get like a little bit cloudy from all the scratches of the dirt and stuff scratching the inside of it, but you can still see a lot better with that. So I'll put this back on. This is I'm gonna go over this as soon as I'm done. I'm going to show you guys what I did differently on this in this video. So now you can see without the vacuum on, This thing pumps out water. You can honestly just spray this down. This is a totally different nozzle on here now. It takes 2 seconds to get the water up. I'll even dry the hole. There's nothing wet underneath it. Now I'm just going to go over this and pull any water out that I can pull out real quick. Now we can all see this is extremely clean now. It's dry. I mean, the bottom's got some little crust on it, but that has nothing to do with the top. This is clean. This is clean. This is from my car. Bissell's okay for what it is. It's not going to work like this, especially when you have hot water being pumped into this thing. It takes it to the next level. I'm going to try, while I have the cameras going, to show you guys parts and make this easier for you guys. I think a lot of people get a little bit confused when it comes to like the fittings and stuff. Once you realize the sizes of the fittings, it's not hard, you know? So look, this is what I did differently. These are those zip ties I was telling you about. They have rubber on it, and basically they're reusable. You could clamp it, and then you have a little tab here. You pull it down, you could undo it. And there's rubber on this side so it'll grip. My friend Bob from ChemX put me onto those. So right here, I'm going to actually disconnect this when I get a little water. Here, I'm going to go over everything with you guys. And we're going to take this vacuum hose off so we can get this out of the way. All right, so this is the extractor nozzle. What I did differently, you have a Merlin blowgun from Harbor Freight. The end of this is going to be female. It's going to be a hole with threads in it. It's going to be an 1/8 inch. That's the size. The threads are very small like this. This is 1/8 inch threads to show you comparison. This is 1/4 inch. 1/8 inch is half the size. It's very small. That's what goes inside the female of the blowgun. You're going to have to put an 1/8 inch bushing in there. So an 1/8 inch, it's going to be an 1/8 inch to 1/4 inch bushing or reducer, whatever you want to call it. It's going to look like this, but opposite. It's going to have the smaller end going in and the larger end. Small, it's going to have a 1/4 inch male going into there. It's going to have, oh my God, I'm screwing this up. I apologize. It's going to have an 1/8 inch male going into the blowgun and a 1/4 inch female ready to accept the air hose fitting. So it's a 3/8 inch air hose, but it's got a 1/4 inch fitting on it. Then on this end, I took this right here. This is the actual piece. It is a 1/4 inch bushing. It reduces down to 1/8 inch on the other side. So I was actually able to thread this carefully into the air hose. And then I have a 90 degree, or 45 degree, sorry. It's a 45 degree, I guess it's an elbow. But you put Teflon tape, you know, you wrap it with Teflon tape. You're going to thread it into this bushing right here. It's going to give you a nice angle that'll sit if you could see on here, I'm trying to do is I have two cameras set up. I'm trying to do this the best I could for you guys. It creates a little angle. So now the water, instead of shooting straight out, it's kind of shooting on a 45. Then I went on Amazon. I found these are for like some sort of sprayer. It's a plastic nozzle. I believe this was a 60 degree or an 80 degree. It's pretty wide pattern. Be careful because it's plastic. But you're going to screw this in. You don't have to go really much tighter than hand tight. Now you see the angle it creates. It sits and it's going to shoot down to where you want it to. It's not going straight out anymore. So I was able to put a zip tie right at the end and hold this piece onto the plastic head strong. And this thing works like a champ. It's not pretty, honestly. I'm going to get those wire ties. It's like a T-handle with the wire tie. I'll put it in the description. Anything I put in the description is linked to Amazon. You click on it and it will take you directly to any of these pieces that I use. I'll try to make it easier for you guys. You can go on Amazon and you can find something like this. This is a little brass fitting assortment, basically. It's got different bushings in it. This is the 1/4 inch to 1/8 inch. It's got a 1/4 inch female to 1/8 inch male. All different types of ones in here. So you can get something like that and it'll make your life a little bit easier. I'm gonna link everything in there. I hope this helped you guys. As far as like the water connection, this is a 1/4 inch air hose from Harbor Freight. It's a Diablo, 1/4 inch inside diameter polyurethane. I got I basically cut one end off for the factory end. I got a 1/4 inch airline repair kit. It comes with a barb. You know, while I have you guys on here, I'll just show you everything. Hopefully this will help. Trying to have this so you guys have as little questions as possible at the end. Because I know in the beginning, nobody ever helped me with this stuff. So I know there's going to be a lot of people that were like me a year ago. This is a hose barb. So if you took a razor blade, I could actually do this right now and show you guys basically what you have to do. This one doesn't have... I used the hose barb that had a quick connect. That had a male threaded end on it, but I'll show you right now in the video. Let me shut the water off. So basically how this works, let's pretend this was a brand new air hose from Harbor Freight. You're going to take a razor blade. It's going to get hot water shooting on me probably. That's just the built up pressure in there. You need a pair of dikes probably for this. There we go. All right, so we cut this air hose. There's nothing on here. I'm just going to reuse this barb that came with it so I can show you guys how this is done. What do we need? We need a little... This is 6 millimeter. I got the clamp off. Now I'm going to, this is going to be try to get this barb off for you guys too. That's how strong these little hoses are. Oh my God. There we go. Okay. So this is what a hose barb looks like. It's actually weird. It's got a little tiny crack there. Anyway, you're going to take this, put your clamp on first, have this on the hose. You're going to take this, is because you already cut this and you want to put a fitting on that's going to work. You're going to basically push this thing in here. It's a little bit hard. You got to work it in. Got it right there. Just collar it up. Take the clamp again. Put it right back on. Then you use your little ratchet. This is a 6mm for this particular band clamp. I'm sure different brands might have a different size nut head on it. Just make sure you're on the brass. Tighten that down. That's it. Now you have your air hose. You know, the other side I have a garden hose quick connect, which I'll take you over here and show you. Take this off the camera. The other camera's right there. This is what it looks like. It is a adapter that threads on and has a little valve built into it, but it's got a 1/4 inch end, and I just threaded a 1/4 inch air fitting, a male air fitting for an air hose. The only thing you have to do when you go to Harbor Freight or Home Depot, you're going to see a whole assortment of male fittings, female fittings. Make sure you get 1/4 inch, and it's going to have a letter next to it. There's going to be males that say, it's going to be like a male fitting like this. It'll be like a T or an H, and then there's going to be female fittings like this one over here, the quick coupler. It's going to have a T or H, whatever letter they use. That's just so you know when you're buying these fittings, get the male that says T and the female that says T on it. Don't get a male T and a female H. It won't work. There's different type of fittings. So just make sure the letters line up, and that's everything that you have to do with the extractor.